Hello everybody. This is going to be a little bit of a different style of my typical Wednesday videos. I'm going to actually take you guys on the go with me because I have such a busy day. I've mentioned this before, but my sister is getting married this Friday. It is Tuesday and I have so many errands to run for the wedding. I need to go get my nails done. I have a lot of things just I need to catch up on. So I figured I'm gonna take you guys with me on the road and I'm gonna share with you guys my website in a week process because I have one starting in a couple weeks and I'd love to kind of share with you guys the full process I take to create a website. So with that said, let's hit the road. Okay guys, first stop is coffee. I need coffee because I haven't drinking one all day today and it's already 2 o'clock. I don't know how that happened, but we're gonna go get some coffee and then we're gonna make our way over to get my nails fixed because this one right here broke. I don't know if you can see that, but it broke the other day and my sister's wedding, I need them to look nice and fresh. So we're gonna get our nails done. Then I have to run into the mall, grab something for her. And yeah, so I'll take you guys along all my stops. But first stop, coffee. So on our way to the first stop that I have to make, I figured I would talk to you guys about my website in a week service and what exactly that entails and what kind of client that is best for because it doesn't really work for every client or every type of person. So typically my website in a week clients are best for those that are quick at decisions, that know what they want, they already have their content, their photos, a good start to the website, and then I typically will ask them a lot of questions to make sure I understand who they are as a person and if this is something that we can get done in 5 days. So 5 days, Monday through Friday, I am working on their website and I will go through each step of the process to make it actually functional. So I know it sounds crazy, it sounds intimidating, but I am the type of person that works really well under pressure. And I work really well when I have one task in front of me, so that's why I started offering this service. It's new to me, new to me this year, so I'm pretty proud of the way I've set up my service, so that's why I wanted to share it with you all. I'm getting funny looks because my camera's like directly in front of me, so I might adjust it a little bit. Okay, I had to move you guys because it was directly in front of me and I couldn't see the road properly, so I really hope this stays and that it's not too shaky. But let's talk about step number one, which is my preparation form and getting them onboarded as a client. So I will also include a freebie for this video down below of my process in an infographic form so you guys can kind of see step by step. I've done one in the past for my website design process that you guys seem to really enjoy, so I'll make another one updated on this specific service. But my preparation form. So this is a form I'm actually very proud of and I'm really happy with how it's been effective for me. So this preparation form has lots of questions. It's a little more in depth than my other ones because I want to know their goals behind the website. I need to know their logins and their credentials. So at this point they're already a client, they've already paid their deposit, and we are just getting prepared for the week of work. I already have them locked in for the date as well, so all of that is decided on. This preparation form is clearly just specifically just for getting all the information I need to make the week go really efficient, really smooth. So that's why I'm asking them questions like which platform they want the website to be built on. We usually already talk about this on our call, but I want to know for sure which platform. I also need to know if they want to text, if they want to call, if they want to do emailing for that week, but whatever they choose, they need to be responsive on it. So I need to ask that. And then I also want to ask them questions like more specifics on the exact pages they need, where their content or their photos are. So I include links to go upload those in a Google Drive. So this is kind of more of an in-depth form, but I just need to get all the information from them. And I require them to fill this out at least a week before the project. 2 weeks before the project is ideal, but at least a week before the project so I can review them all those questions the week before. And if there's anything I don't have from them, it gives me enough time to make sure I have that from them. So I have that preparation form as my very first step. That is the first thing that I do, and then we can move on to the start date. So before the start date, actually, on Sunday, so my start dates are on Mondays every time, but on Sunday, the night before or the day before we start the week of work, I actually send them a text message if they chose text as their communication. If they chose anything else, this is what I would end up saying to them. I would give them the task list that I create on my Apple Notes, and this is the most helpful thing I've done so far because I have that task list and they can follow along as I'm getting things done throughout the day. So I send them the task list and I just say, like, this is my phone number if they're texting, so we can, I actually sometimes will use WhatsApp, but I give them my number and information so they can text me, so we can have clear communication throughout the whole process and they know that it's my number. So that is what I send them on the Sunday before we start. Now I'm pulling into Starbucks, so I'm gonna get my coffee and then I will tell you guys what happens on Mondays. Milk, shaken, espresso, please. I need coffee. I'm a little bit sleepy today and we got a busy few errands to run. Okay, got the goods. I got the brown sugar oat milk espresso, but I do sugar-free vanilla. Pretty good. So I'm gonna get gas. Monday is what I like to call my design day. This is when I start the morning by either creating a really simple website branding guide, and I do include this in the pricing if the client doesn't already have branding, but I'll include like a super simplified one where I have the colors that I'm going to be using on the website, the fonts I'll be using on the website, and any like imagery that I might need to go choose for them if they don't already have their own photos. So I spend the morning doing that. Once I have the overall visual aesthetic down, that is when I jump into the homepage design on either Figma or Adobe XD. I've been really enjoying Figma, so I'm probably going to continue using that, but that is where I will then go create the homepage and send it over to the client. I try and get them the homepage design by 12 o'clock, so noon my time. That way they can review it, provide me notes, so I can jump into the interior pages the rest of the day. So let me go stop the gas real quick and I'll be right back to explain more. Okay, so got the gas, got the coffee, now we're headed to nails, but I thought I'd kind of explain a little more on Mondays. When I am getting the feedback, I like them to just leave their feedback and their comments and notes on the Figma design because it makes it so easy for me to log in and see exactly where they're talking about what they want edited. Maybe it's a photo they want replaced. They can actually pin, same thing with Adobe XD, but they can comment on an exact spot that they want that specific thing changed. So I like to do that on Mondays, and then I let them know at the end of the night on Monday that they will have the entire evening and morning of Tuesday to review the full design and provide me feedback. So by the end of the day on Monday is when I send them the full Figma or Adobe XD design of the website. All the pages, all the interior pages, everything they will need to know or see is sent to them by Monday evening. It's in my navigation because I get lost everywhere I go. Tuesday is when I hear back from them on all the feedback. So either I log into my Figma and I look and see all the notes they left, and then I spend the entire day making the revisions. So a lot of the times, this has happened almost every single client I've had, the revisions aren't really that crazy, which is awesome because that means I've nailed it, but I usually give myself the whole day just in case if they're one of those clients that just want to see multiple iterations, which is totally fine. So Tuesday is my revision day. And then also by the end of the day on Tuesday, I probably would have started a little bit of the website development. So that is when I'll begin putting in maybe the branding colors, the branding fonts, all into either WordPress, Show It, wherever they want their website held. That is when I'll start to, with the additional time I have, if they don't use all their revisions, that's when I'll start to kind of do that on their platform. Wow, we're seeing a lot of action today. Ambulance is passing me. Lots of stuff happening today. Now Wednesday. Wednesday is the longest day. This is my development day, so this is when I will be making the entire website functional. So this is when I don't really need a whole lot of feedback from the client. I kind of let them know that they don't need to be by their phone all day because I'm going to be working on just making sure all the buttons and everything work. So Wednesday is what I like to tell them, development. So I like to send them updates throughout the day and just be like, homepage is done, about page is done, moving on, you know, just to kind of keep them in the loop with what's happening. And then I also, while I'm developing the desktop version, I'm developing the mobile version as well. So I'm getting them both done at the same time. So that's what I do for that. And I would say the Wednesday day is the longest day, and occasionally I will have my developer help me because while I'm sleeping, he's working. So sometimes that kind of helps me get ahead, especially if it's a more complicated client, like if it's an e-commerce client or something like that. But for the most part, it's not that hard with a visual builder. I know I had, when I posted this on TikTok, a lot of developers came after me because they're like, you're not coding. How the heck are you gonna code in one day? And I'm not really coding. This is visual building. But like I said, my developer knows how to code and he can do that while I sleep. So we're technically getting an additional day because of his opposite schedule. So that's what we have on Wednesdays. Once I get the final approval from them that they like all the pages, then on Thursday, I have them schedule a call with me so we can hop on the phone. I got another one. Hold on, guys. Guys, I just got to my next stop where I'm going to be getting my nails done. So I will definitely show you guys what they look like. But before I head in there, just wanted to sum up my development day and what that really means for my services and my clients. So by the end of the day, Wednesday, the website should be fully functional, meaning the buttons, the contact form, the way it looks on mobile, everything is good to go. That's why I like to start a little bit of the development on Tuesday evening or have my developers start it for me, just so I can make sure I have a not so stressful day on the development day, which is the Wednesday. And then also, one thing I didn't mention is throughout the whole process, I am always checking off on the task list, and I'll show you an example. I'll just put it up here. But that's kind of an example task list that I'm checking off throughout the day, which I also shown you guys in my vlog, but that way the client can see what I have done, and also just so I can stay on track. So Wednesday's development day, it's the busiest day of the week. And then once I get back from my nail appointment, I'll show you guys what they look like, and then I'll explain Thursday and Friday and what that looks like. Okay, my nail lady's running behind schedule, so let's jump into what happens on Thursdays. So Thursday is when I hop on a call with my client. I let them choose what time they want to talk to me, and I send over my scheduling link through my DUBSADO. So that's where they can see my calendar, schedule the call, and then they automatically get sent a video link to hop on the call with me. So that is when the communication style gets a little shifted, just because I like to get on that screen recording and walk through the website with them, like visually, so we know which parts we're talking about and that kind of thing. So Thursday is when I talk to the client. During that call, I go through everything. So I want to show them all the buttons where they link to, because sometimes there might be a button on like the home page that maybe needs to link somewhere else, or, you know, about page, whatever. So I like to walk through all the buttons with them, and then on the call, I also like to test out the form and see if they get it to their email. That way they can tell me right away if they want it to go to a different email or something like that. So I spend the whole call walking them through the website and making sure that it is good to go for launching. So sometimes after the call, there's a few things I need to fix or work on. So that's typically what happens on Thursday. I'm just making those final adjustments, those last minute edits. Okay guys, got the nails done. They came out so good. Let me show you. Came out so freaking good. She's amazing. So now I'm on my way to couple more stops. It's been a busy afternoon. One, I have to go to my Pilates class that I booked. If I don't go, I get charged, so it's kind of a good motivation to go. And then after that, I have to go pick up some ribbon and that mascara my sister forgot. That's like the one thing I keep forgetting to go grab. So those are the other 2 things that I need to grab. But before I go do that, I wanted to talk to you guys about what happens on the last day of my website in a week. So last day is the Friday of the week, and my Fridays for website in a week is basically me just launching and handing off the website to them. So on this day, I like to film some tutorials. I like to customize my tutorials so I can show them exactly how to log into their website, how to edit their website. So I make those tutorials and get those over to them. And then I also send an email in the morning just congratulating them on a new website, because it's an exciting time and something they should celebrate. So I send them that email in the morning. In that email, and I have a whole video on the offboarding process of my clients, but in the email, I also like to include some free or complimentary launch graphics to post and announce their new website. So I include those as well, including their branding and usually a mock-up of the website just so they can show it off. So that is what I send on Friday. Fridays are kind of a short day because most of the time we are just launching and celebrating that. So another thing I have to do settings-wise in the website is make sure to either remove the coming soon page or publish the full website if I'm using something other than WordPress. So that's what happens on the Friday, and it's an exciting time. Friday is also when I require the payment before I launch the website. So that is something to remember and keep in mind, is don't do anything until you get that final payment, just to protect yourself, and then also to kind of like close out the full project. So that is what I do. Why is the camera shaking? I feel like this whole video was like really a lot of movement, but I hope that was kind of enjoyable to like come along my day with me. I'm so happy with how these came out. They look so good. Oh my god, it's so shaky. They came out so good. Anyway, website in a week process. One thing that I do like to do the following week, so with my website in a week package, I do offer 2 weeks of web support after launching in case they have a question or an edit or something that they need help with. I do help them 2 weeks after launch. So I like to kind of check in with them as well the following week after, just see how they're doing with it. And then I also like to get some feedback and a testimonial that I can use on my website. So that following week is when I request a review, and I have a whole email I send out for that. I will link up above my offboarding process so you guys can watch that. But yeah, that's what I also do the weeks lead after launching the website in a week. So it's one of my favorite services. I love offering it. I feel like it's a great way to work like smarter, not, what is that saying? Work smarter, not harder. It's kind of like working smarter because I'm working just 1 week out of the month and I get paid a really good amount to create an awesome website. So I love it. I definitely recommend trying it if you feel like a similar personality to me, where you like to work kind of under pressure and you don't mind dedicating a week to clients. I think it's a really great offer to kind of experiment with and try out. I really do enjoy it. So I hope it was interesting to hear everything that goes on during that week. I know that you guys have been interested in my web process for quite some time, so this is like my new one. Definitely go get that infographic down below where I talk about my full process, because that kind of will be helpful to sum it all up in a visual way, which I know we all are visual people. So thank you guys so much for watching this random vlog style video where I take you around with me. Let me know if you enjoyed it by giving it a thumbs up, subscribe down below, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Be sure to go follow me on Instagram so you can see all the content I post for this wedding for my sister. I'm so excited. But I will see you guys in my next video.